Hey everybody! Last minute stream as always. Oh, I gotta take a drink of something. I get so dehydrated all the time. First of all, I hope everybody's doing well. I don't expect a lot of people to be watching this at all, especially since I'm doing this last second. But there we go. But one of the things is I get a ton of email. Believe it or not, let me just adjust this just for a second here. There we go. Get it even. And a lot of people ask a lot of questions that I just figure I would answer if I could. And then everybody's been asking about the farm and so forth and so on. So I figure I would do a video with the drone and show you what the farm's going to look like and things like that, and all the trials and tribulations that we're going through. Again, I don't expect a lot of people to watch this live, but if you have a question or of some sort, no matter what it is, I will answer it today, and I think that'd be pretty fair. TT for life. Hello, Rob, and hello, everybody. Well, we'll see how many everybody's there are as we get going here a little bit. So I'm just giving everybody a little bit of time to come in. And I have a list here of questions that have been asked that I haven't answered. So I figure I do that. And if you have something, I'll take a look in the chat because I turn the monitor so I can see it. There's just so much going on. Tomorrow, I plan on doing a live play of something. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do, but we are definitely going to do something live. So probably be in the afternoon sometime. And then Monday, I got a busy day, but I'm hoping to get something live early on Monday because Monday is President's Day and I'm off. But I got a lot of things going on, and you'll see why. Let's see. Moondoggy, I finally caught you live again. Well, it's a good time to catch me. It's early in the morning, and I figure, hey, why not, right? So we've got a ton of stuff here that we've been asked. So why do I have these glasses? Don't I have another pair somewhere instead of these big oversized glasses that my wife insists on me having? No, I guess not. I got a few things on the table. Boy, I went over that Valeria game. Boy, did I mess up a bunch of stuff. I may redo that at some point. I really enjoy that game too, even though I messed up things. Really hard to keep track of things. You really got to just slow down and take your time with that one. So, let's see. Do I have a pen here? Oh, I do. All right, just so I can cross things out. All right. So, a lot of these I got in emails or they were in comments below things, and I wrote them all down so I can answer them all. So I figure I would answer everything, and if you guys have a question, of course. I swear, today it's just going to be one of those days, isn't it? Huh, Gab? She agrees. Okay, there we go. Okay, the first question we have, will you go back to Twitch? A matter of fact, I will be going back to Twitch probably soon, in the next week or so, but then there'll be a big break because we have the move. So Twitch will be put on the back burner. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be working in tandem with my son and playing EverQuest live, and we will be doing it on Twitch. And then I'm going to have him come over and set up things so I can do YouTube and Twitch at the same time and stream to them both. I say if you're having fun with games, it doesn't matter if you mess up a few rules. Yeah, but yeah, I just got ahead of things, so it was okay. So Twitch will be back very, very soon. Will you be doing another patron? No. I feel if I can't give you something of value, I never understood the whole, oh, I'm going to make you a producer and put your name up on the screen. I really don't think that's much to give you for donating a whole bunch of money. Now, I don't care what anybody else does, and this isn't a cut on anybody else because, people got to make a living just like anybody else. But for me, if I can't give you something of value back, then I'm not going to do it. I don't feel the videos I do are something of extreme value that you get a lot out of. So it's more of a hangout. Why should you pay to hang out with your friends? That's just kind of how I see things a little bit. All right. What charities are you supporting? We've been supporting a lot of cancer foundations. Make a Wish has been a big thing that we've given money to. We've also our big thing that we've been really, really, really pushing for is abused animal centers. Our 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 one dog, Bella, we got from an abuse center. And she was skin and bones when we got her. She was only 6 months old then. And then it turned out she had, they said she had cancer. She has this thing, and then it cost us $10,000 and we took a chance and did it. And they said, she won't last 6 months. Well, it's 6 years later, and she's doing pretty good. We're always worried about things with her, but those dogs are like our children, and to see any animal suffer, hurt, go through any kind of pain is really hard for us. We try to help a couple shelters that just survive on donations only, and they have a tough time. They can't afford medicines and things like that. And we've been able, through the auctions of these games, things that I have, it's almost gluttony how much I have. We've been auctioning off and taking that money and applying it. And we appreciate everything that you guys do and help, and how you help, and so forth and so on. And it means a lot. So there you go. I gotta find where I put that. Oh, hold on. Boy, I lost where I put that. I'm not going in order. I'm just picking things as we go, right? Um, all right, I'll find it again. Um, Someone asked, "How can I donate?" At the end of every video, there is a thing for a PayPal. I think it's schnickelfritz at yahoo.com. If you can send us money to help any of these charities, you can donate that way. You can hit the sub button thing or whatever the heck it is, and of course we'll give you a Godzilla for it. And we take that money and we try to utilize it in that way. So you can send us money through PayPal, or you can donate live when we're live, and that always helps out too. So that's how you can help us. We may have something else, I don't know, but we're really big on taking care of these charities. It means a lot to us. So those of you that see this in the future, we would appreciate anything you do. Is this my last year of doing this? No. The break that I've had to take due to getting this studio fixed up, and because of some illnesses, which we'll talk about later, made me realize how much I miss doing this when I'm not doing it. And I'm going to keep going for as long as I possibly can. There's going to be some things that are going to complicate things in the next couple of months, and you'll see why if you stick around. A little later, towards the end of this, I'm going to show you the property and the farm that we're going to be living on and some of the challenges that we are facing during this very turbulent time. This isn't the most perfect time to be doing this for sure. So, no, I'm going to get. I decided against ending this in September, and I'm crossing that out. And I'm going to keep going for as long as I can, and so forth and so on. And also, those of you that have popped in, which I'm kind of surprised we have anybody watching this. If you have a question, please put it in the live chat there. I'll be happy to answer your questions as well as all these frequently asked questions, and we do get asked a lot of questions. Will you do more 40K / tabletop stuff? Yes. We have a lot of things planned. We got this recent thing of Project Z, a small box, a lot of money. So we're going to be doing some of that stuff. We got Dominion, we've got Blood Bowl, we've got Warcry, we've got a lot of tabletop games that we want to get to the table. It's just a matter of when. I really feel that after mid-April, you're going to see a massive change in this channel for the positive. The things that we have planned, and I would say more the end of April, and then the rest of the year is going to be a very, very strong year for us. As far as tabletop games, some of the other things I have, we are going to try to get from this point, from this day to that end of April, because there's a lot of transition that's going on. And all I ask is that you stick with us, you subscribe, you hit the like button when you can, and help us get through this window of a very, very, very tough time. Number one, for me physically. Number two, with this massive undertaking that we have. And when you see this, you're going to understand what we're trying to do. And it's really, really amazing what we have going. Nigel Swan, how are you, my friend? And first of all, TT to Life, Moondoggy, how are you? Hi, Rob. Are you going to do any 3D print stuff? Yes. I'm glad you brought that up. And I'm planning on getting a 3D printer and doing some 3D print stuff to enhance some of the things that we plan on doing and painting. My arm is still shaky, but it's good enough to paint. So once we get over this massive transition, we will be purchasing, learning, and you're going to find out all the bumps. And I'm going to show you all the sites that I'm going to be utilizing, which they probably don't need my help, but where I'm getting information on how to do this 3D printing. So it's an undertaking that we plan on doing here on Rob's Tabletop World, and doing certain figures and certain things, and then painting them and showing you the ups and the downs of 3D printing. So as I learn from scratch, so will you. And I mean, for those of you that are thinking of getting into it, it's a big deal. Let me push some of this stuff out of the way. It's all right, Gab. I'm sorry I moved anything and may have disturbed your slumber. Dumb dog. But we are heading in another direction. It's something that it's part of the hobby, and I want to add to the hobby and really make it very interesting. I have this great desire to bring you the best this year, but I have to get over this hump, and this is a very, very tough undertaking because it really can make or break this channel, whether the channel goes on or not. And it's not out of desire, it's out of monetary value. And I'll show you when we take a look at the land and everything that's going on, and I'll explain to you what's going on. Resin printing and be tough at the start, but once you get it, it's pretty easy. And Josh, that's what I plan on doing, is showing you how tough it's going to be and the mistakes I'm going to make along the way. So maybe you don't. It's as simple as that. I'm sure there's a lot of great channels there, but for me to show my process of it, it's just something that will do. And I think it'll work. Let's get back to our billions of questions. Are you burnt out? You know, I was a little burnt out the last half of last year. I think I was just disgusted in a way, frustrated. And like I said, I'm going to answer every question. I'm going to answer it honestly. I think a lot of people in the business just turned me off to it with their, there's no room for political stuff in this. There's no room for all the people I know behind the scenes that take advantage of a lot of people I know. Some of the shady things that go on, and yet their channels grow like weeds. And you kind of go, well, why am I doing this? And then I kind of refocused and took some time. And I said, you know something? I hate being negative. It's the worst thing in the world. And yet I was being negative. Excuse me for a second. So I had to have kind of a come to Jesus with myself and kind of say, okay, you know something? Either walk away and go do some sports, go do fishing, which I've been loving fishing lately. I live in Florida, great place to do things. But I felt, okay, just take a deep breath. First of all, you're going through some health issues, and the kids wanted to get this and get storage number 2 filled up. I go, that's a good time to take a break. And I took almost a 3-week break from streaming or making any videos, because I have videos made all the way out till April something to try to help support things. I'll make some and squeeze some in places, but I just shut down the whole live event thing. And I found, number one, I just took a deep breath, refocused, and said, you know something? Let's be positive. And whatever people do, let them do their thing. Whatever you're going to do, you do your thing. Just don't pay attention to the outside part of this. And I think if I just focus on the people that come here, if they leave, that's great. If they stay, that's great. And I just focus and be positive. There's some good people in this business that I really enjoy. And some great companies, Chip Theory Games, Flying Pig, Flying Frog. Cool Mini or Not have always been great to me. And I just felt that it was just time to take and just be myself. And when I did that, I really enjoyed it. I really found how much I missed it, how much I enjoy the people that are here. And for me, that's what works best for me. There would be other channels that would come in here, and I would get so frustrated with it because all they were doing was just pimping their channel, and I would never go do that on somebody else's channel. And you never see them do it on Rodney's, or you never see them do it on the Dice Tower or anything like that. And I would get frustrated with that because, for me, it was a lot of hard work to get to this point. And I'm really nowhere, when you think about it. And I think in the long run, I said, you know something? I'm going to take a deep, deep breath and just do my thing. Lee W., let me answer your question. Are you still planning on creating your own sci-fi game? Yes. Probably around July, Herman and I are going to get back together and get to work on things. He's in the middle of a bunch of projects, and I am going through this great undertaking, which you'll see soon, which will show you as soon as we finish a majority of these questions. We'll get to that. So there you go. Another question is, why don't you paint? Let me cross that out. The reason I haven't been painting, I have been seriously injured. I haven't been able to feel this left arm. I've been training with it. I have strength in it, but the numbness from here to here has been overwhelming. I'm going back to a specialist to see what we can do. They think part of it might be my diabetes. I have a very high sugar problem that I've been having with, and some extreme health issues. But I'm still as strong as ever. It's just physically, I just wear out. And painting has been hard when you can't feel. Painting is about feeling and moving and things, and it's something you really have to just have a feel for. And I've tried painting a bit, and everything's still there. So once we get through this transition, I'm going to try to fit a couple painting things in before I have to shut this down for a bit. And then afterwards we'll be painting. So I will give you full details of that plan at the end of this video, because you're going to get to see the property, the challenges that we face, how I'm going to bridge that gap. Is it a cold numb or a painful numb? It is just a cold. It's kind of a cold numb, Josh. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Hey, Rob. We're working for you. I thank you. So let me cross that out. One of the questions that are actually on here is one of the ones that TD Live just answered. Are you planning on still going to conventions in the future? This might be a weird year for me. I just don't know how that's going to turn out. I'd like to do the local conventions here. I'm hoping at the end of April to do Recon and tape it for you. And then Hurricane in the fall. As far as Gen Con and the one in Columbus, Ohio, I can't remember it. Oh, God. It's the one with all the great food that I can't have now. Oh, my God. What's the other convention? Shows you how much it means anything. I was planning on going out possibly to play.com. I may scrap that depending on what's going on. Boy, I can't believe I'm drawing a break. It's the two cons I've gone to. I know somebody's going to come up with it. And then I'm going to beat my head against the wall. There's Gen Con, and then there's... We'll see about Gen Con. Gen Con's Origins. Thank you. Moondoggy. Yes, Origins. So I'm going to see if I can get a sponsorship to go out there. Hold on. Origins. Thank you, Don. Yeah, so I'm going to see if I can go out to both of those. It really depends. And I'll explain that in some of these questions. Why do you hate board gamers? I don't hate board gamers. What I hate or I dislike. You shouldn't hate anything in life. I signed up for Origins this year. Cool, Moondoggy. I don't hate Origins. I mean, board gamers or I think the thing I don't like is board game influencers, a majority of them, because a lot of them, it's all phony and all this other stuff. That's the way I feel. I don't think I need to shove that down your throat, and that's why I think I'm just going to be quiet about it. I think they take advantage of a lot of people. They want fame. They want this. They want you to pay their way. But what do they give you in return? That's my feeling. Um, my problem is when people are snarky and jerks and really tough guys behind the internet and run their mouths. If they live, in another country or whatever, and never look you in the eye and say, hey, you know something, I really don't like you or your channel. And if you did that, I think I'd respect you more if you looked me in the face and said that. And I go, okay. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I do like being off on my own. I think that's, and one of the questions are am I inverted? An introvert? No, I'm not. I just kind of stay my own way, do my own thing, and I try not. When I first started doing this, I wanted to be liked by other board game channels, because I admired some of the people. And then, honestly, as you got to meet them and talk to them, it was pretty much all about, some of them, it was about some of them, it's about how they can utilize you or something to further their thing. When I just wanted to be friends with people, that's not being an introvert. And then some of them, I never cared about what people thought politically, because I'm an independent. I'm not. I believe in some of the stuff on this side, and I believe some of the stuff on that side. And I really believe that there's good in all people, and people, and if they believe in something, that's fine, but they don't have to shove it down your throat. And sometimes you ran into that, when you would meet somebody, and if you didn't agree with something, they were like, oh, well, you're just a bad person. That makes no sense to me. So I kind of just pulled away in a way. And for me, that worked. Josh said, August 1st of last year, I'm sorry, I'm bouncing back and forth. I had a hole in my lung that took me out for 5 months. Painting miniatures was my full-time job for 5 years. Almost all of my industry friends disappear when I need them. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm kind of talking about. And it's just the nature of the beast. And I'm sorry that happened to you, Josh. I really am. But you know something? You got a safe haven here. You're always welcome here, my friend. You really are. So just know, you know, I'm part of the industry, I guess. But you have a safe haven here. You really do. I just figured out I can comment, Safekeeper said, on streams on my phone when I watch in computer mode, not mobile mode. Oh, very cool. I didn't even know that. Rob, we like you and your channel. My wallet does not like you or your channel. Well, there you go. Spitfire says I'm a one-man wolf pack. Well, maybe that's so. Will Sabutio be back? Yes. Sabutio will be taped. You'll see that starting our league. The Tiger will be back as well doing his halftime reports. And that will be in April. We are starting a league that'll go till June, where we'll take a break for a few months and start the same time as the Premier League starts in August with our next season. So let's scratch that out. When will you continue Shadows of Brimstone? I get that a lot, believe it or not. I'm going to do one more Shadows of Brimstone video with Tuco and the Drifter. And then after the transition, we will continue on from there. We will have a little more organization. Are you done with board games? No, I am not done with board games. we've just added more and diversified the channel a little bit to things that I really like. I want to make it more of, I want the main focus to be board games, miniatures, and tabletop stuff, but I also wanted to cover comic books and sci-fi movies. Matter of fact, today, check out the new trailer for Sci-Fi Saturday, and you will see we're covering Gamera today. I'm getting better at this, and as I do more of these videos, right at the start they're kind of shaky a little bit, but I'm starting to find my niche and how I want to do this and make it information heavy, so you want to go check out these things. So I think they're getting better as they go, and I'm still going to go with them for a while, whether or not people watch them. The viewership hasn't been great, but I think it takes time, and I have to build into it. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Let me keep going here. Dale, love your channel and appreciate the discussions. You got me into painting, which is both a blessing and a curse. So many miniatures. Yeah, it's tough. There's a lot of miniatures to paint. But you get to it. Will we see more dungeon crawls? Yes. But I got a feeling that you'll be seeing more of these in April. Just bear with us. I'm going to be covering a lot of content, and we'll be getting back to, I love dungeon crawls. We're not the best dungeon crawl channel, but I do believe that we do give you guys, good coverage and a lot of fun. And that's all I can ever really try to do. Will you play games with the family again? Okay, there we go. Let me cross that out. With the transition, you're going to see more of Justin. Justin and I used to do stuff a lot back in the day, but now that we are going to be doing what you're going to see very soon, when I show you the drone footage, and if you just hang in there, we'll get to it very soon. You're going to see what we have planned and how we're going to do things, and some of the challenges that we're facing, and hopefully can overcome. Justin's main source of income is he streams World of Warcraft and stuff. He has his own channel on Twitch, and it's a little strange, a little out there, but him and his supporters, and that's how he does that. So we have to have the best cable in this place that we're moving to, and this is where it gets a little complicated, and we are, we really are having a tough time. Will you do Forbidden Planet? Yes, in April. In April you will see Forbidden Planet. No. I think probably towards the end of March, but it is coming up. I'm doing some out there things, and because it's every other week, I try to hold off on the real famous movies and just try to filter them in once in a while. I like showing you the things that you may not know about, or some of the things that are kind of under the radar that'll help you really get into things. Will you do a playthrough of Absolute War? It's in the future. Right now, it's too big of an undertaking. So I will do it, and you will learn how to play Absolute War. I will get that done. I get that. I get that a lot. TT for life. Because of your new sci-fi movie and comic videos, I saw The Terror from Beyond Space for the first time, and my family enjoyed it together. Great movie for its time. Thanks. And that's all we're trying to do. We're not trying to get tons of views. I'm trying to show you the passion I have for so many things and share it with you. And I think for me, that brings me more joy than having people watch 1,000 things, having 1,000 views, where I maybe have 100 or 200 views. That's okay. It doesn't matter. It's a lot of work to do it, but it's fun work, if that makes sense. It's hard to get all the clips and then try to you know do the voiceover for the clips and all that other stuff, and get everything I wanted to do. What I would do originally was put all the clips together, play it, and then talk while it, but the clip would change to something while I was still going on about something. So now I just talk about everything and I try to fit the clips in as I go. So I try to do everything from memory, believe it or not. There you go. When are you moving? We will be moving after next week, after we get the appraisal, and that pretty much finalizes this whole deal. We've already started moving stuff to a storage center, which I bought out in the villages, and we're kind of staging things to get ready to move to the farm. It's an unbelievable undertaking, but we're currently doing things now. I can show you. Let's go to our other camera here. Hold on. That already. Where's the thing? Okay, there it is. Let's go to this camera. Oh, there we go. Oh, it froze. Oh, wow. That's a first in a while. Okay. Well, we can't do that. Why did that freeze? That's weird. Oh, don't tell me that camera's going too. Oh, God. That'd be pain. Well, I was going to show you that I've gotten 3 racks of Christmas stuff out of here already. And I've already moved a whole bunch of stuff. Did you manage to watch the Cars That Ate Paris full film still on YouTube? No, I have not. I'll check it out. I'll definitely check it out. And maybe I'll do something on that. Yeah, so we've already started staging and moving. So the moving is going to get intense probably from March 15th to April 1st when we close on the property. And there's just so many bells and whistles that go with this. So there you go. That kind of answers how long are you going to be out of commission, because I've been talking about, hey, we're going to have to take a break here. The way I'm going to try not to be out of commission, because I'm going to move some of this equipment over to my son's house, because he cannot move until we have the internet installed, and until he does that, he can't sell his house. So he's going to be there for a couple months after my wife and I are in there, and my daughter and my mother-in-law, because this whole process is we're selling our house, we're selling my mother-in-law's house, and we're selling his house, and all the funds that we get from those things, because our house is paid off, my mother-in-law's house is paid off, we're buying this farm. Why are we buying the farm? We're building a commune for our family, so everybody can grow up there, and we can help my mother-in-law. We lived here, for a long, long time, and it's going to be hard to leave this. It really is. This has been so much to us, and I think it's just better for what we're attempting to do. Moondog says, Moondoggy, I have relatives in the villages area. Very different environment than northern New England. I know, where I'm from, northern New England. So there you go. Okay, some of these are, I'm trying to save the hard questions for last. How can we help and donate? You can always help us. Or how can you help? How can I get help? Oh, that's what it was. Someone is asking how they can get help. Well, when we do an auction and we raise money for charities, please email me at novaprime860@hotmail.com if you're having a problem. We do try to help board gamers and people that um, may need help in the channel. We have helped a lot of people in the past. Did what we can. We've helped. One person had to get a special food for their kid, and their insurance didn't cover it, and it was $1,500. And we were able to buy a whole bunch of this food and send it to this person. We've helped people with their car payments, their mortgages that they couldn't meet. We've done a lot of good through this channel, and it's one of the reasons that the channel keeps going. I really hate this camera now. I'm really mad at it. Yeah, I'm going to unplug it now because I just don't even want to look at it. But pretty disappointing. But what are you going to do? But we always try to help everybody we possibly can and do our best to make things better. Okay, one person says, I've been waiting for my Patreon. When will I be done? I'm down to 11 people. My arm has been out of commission. And, you know, this has been a disaster when I had the Patreon. And I know some people, but I had almost 60 people I had to catch up with. I had some real issues catching up with everything, but I've got it down to 11 people. And in April, once we're done with this move, I'm going to finish those 11 people and never think of a patron again. I tried to give back as much as I can, and we got ripped off, and we lost a ton of money through it. And a lot of people took advantage of some things. And it's funny, it's those same people would go over to the Dice Tower and give them $200 for a patch. and I'd scratch my head. And, you know, yet they complain about what we did and took advantage of what we did. I don't know. It just put a sour taste in my mouth. We were trying to raise money for charity. We ended up giving money to charity, of course, but we ended up losing a ton of money, and that was tough. That was a big hit. But I fulfill everything that I do, and we will finish it. I promise you that. May not be perfect, but we'll get there. All right. As far as asking when it'll get done, I promise everything will be done by this year. There's no doubt about that. Will you paint commissions? I don't think my painting's that good enough to do commissions, but if I'm going to consider doing it as a way to maybe raise some more money for charity and maybe facilitate some of the things that we're trying to do on this property. I think I'll be open to it after April 1st. That I will start taking painting commissions. So if you're interested in that, novaprime860@hotmail.com. If I tell you I consider it, I'll give you a timeline, but I'm only going to do one at a time. I'm not going to take a bunch of them and then sit on somebody's work. If I say, okay, this is something I'll be interested in doing, can you wait, a month? I think that's the best way to do it, to just do it one at a time and do it that way. And that's what I'm considering doing. And why am I considering doing that? Well, here's the thing. To keep the channel going, it's going to cost us $45,000 to have Comcast come in or Xfinity come in, because we are just out of their zone and they have to create a new node. We almost did not get this property, or we turned it down because of what we had to put out for cash to have this done. My son cannot work unless he has high-speed internet. I can't do this channel unless I have I can do this channel, but you will never do anything live. We'll never do anything live. So we are trying to not raise the money, Comcast is willing to pay for a portion of it, and then we have to come up with this other money. My son and I are going to split it. Right now, he is doing a never ending stream, trying everything that he can to make as much money as he can to help with this project. And I'm going to show you in this video coming up the land that we have and what we are purchasing and why we are doing this, and in order for the channel to continue. Now, I'm thinking of doing a never-ending board game stream on a weekend. And what we'll do is it will start out, we'll give you an hour for free, and then for every donated dollar, we'll keep on going so much time. And try to raise as much as we can. And we'll just keep playing board games until I drop. Or you guys stop donating. That might be a way to raise a little bit of money for this. You can always help us by just sending to snickelfritz64@yahoo.com. It's down in the thing below of our videos. You can help us that way. This isn't one of those things that we're trying to raise money to go, oh, it's so hard to be a channel that, in order for us to make videos, we need you to pay this. What we're trying to do is try to lighten the load a little bit on quite a hit to keep going with both our businesses. And I may have another auction to try to raise some money. That's always a good way to do it. Only this will be, for our Comcast fund. I'm trying to think of different ways that I can give you back something. I just don't want to take things for nothing and just say, well, I'm a channel, just pay me because I make videos and get to play games. No. So without further ado, why don't we take a look at the drone footage that I did, and so you guys get an idea of what's going on here. So we're going to go over to our movie view. And this is just part of the land that we have. So bear with me. I'm going to stop this as we go. And yes, this is the additional 19 acres that we have. Yeah, there we go. And it goes out to a main road. But you're going to see that we live off of dirt road. That part is not ours, but we go along all the wooded. As you can see, this. Okay, we're going to stop here. This is not ours. You can see where the fence stops. It comes along here. Okay, and it's going to go here. Okay, and back that way. This is all ours. This here, which we have to paint because it has been painted. This and it looks ugly because it's the winter. Okay, but this here is going to be my daughter's and my mother-in-law's place. That's where they're going to be staying. There's me. This is all ours, and it comes all the way to here through here. So this is their driveway that gets them here. Okay, and that is a 2,000 square foot house. Then this is our road. Now this is where our problem lies. Okay, and so much fun having a drone, isn't it? Okay, so here's where the problem lies. We have a dirt road, and the cable, the road goes a few miles this way. But what they have to do is put a unit here and then drag it up this entire length here. So you can see our gate. This is another person's property. This small piece over here is another person's property. Come on. What am I doing? Okay. Okay, there we go. That's not ours. But this shows you how far we have to come in on a dirt road. Okay, this is not ours. You can see our fence goes all along here. That is ours. Okay, this is the main house, and that's where we're going to be. This is all ours. Everything you see here. This fence area is for our cows, and this here we own all on the outside here. Okay, so let's go. Yes. Don't worry, I zoom in on the cows. Part of this is all ours. Yeah, so you see the road, the driveway. That's supposed to be the driveway, but they have to bring all that up there. What am I doing? Okay, I'm just showing you that that's her driveway. We own all this little wooded area here. Geez, you think I get a little better with this drone? I was having a hard time seeing everything because the sun already popped out and kind of messed me up. So now we're just going to go all the way back here. And you see, this is all ours. Over here. Yep. We come all the way back here. This whole wooded area is ours. And we have this all back here. This is the main house, which is 4,000 square feet. We have a carport, a very large garage. What we're thinking of doing, and I'm going to stop this right here, is there's a tractor here that they're going to be pulling out. We have the 2 sheds, and what Justin and I are thinking of doing is dropping a 25 by 25 shed here with an upstairs to build a studio here. We're just going to have it dropped. It cost us about $8,000, which adds to everything. But then be able to run the cable here and to the main home. And this is where this is an expense. Really, really tough. But all that is ours. I mean, a lot of property. It's all fenced off. Our dogs are going to really have a fantastic life. And I start to bring this down a little bit. As you can see, they're just all fenced in area. All that's ours. I mean, it's really just incredible what we have and what we're trying to do. We're trying to build a beautiful homestead for ourselves. There's a lot of work that has to be done, but we'll get it done. There's a beautiful, wait, I'm backing up here. Just to give you an overview of everything there. I mean, it's out there. It's away from people. My family will have something that'll stay in their with them for generations. Worked very hard my whole life to get to this point, and it makes sense with the way the world is today, you know. I think you kind of understand what we're trying to accomplish here. But our idea is to really build, a very nice studio. Okay, I think I stop here. Come on, stop. And then I come down. Yes, I do. So you can see, I mean, it's beautiful. There's a nice little walk here, and we have some cement benches and a fire pit. This is all for the cows. You can see the little cow pies. We've got to do some work on the fence and stuff like that. There's the place needs to be painted. We're going to get that done. We have our own water system. We've got to clean that up. I mean, the place inside is like a palace. It's a very, very, what they've done with this place is absolutely gorgeous. We're really blown away by it. It needs a little love on the outside. We're having people take care of that right away. Um, but everything's fenced. This outside is for the cows. They can start here, work their way through here, and then go to the front part of the pasture, where we're gonna have cows, so we can get the agricultural aspect of our home. This is going to be our hay bin that we purchased as well. And I think, yeah, I'm going to bring this up a bit. And when this really is going to look nice when the weather starts to improve too. We're going to put a sprinkler system in to try to work that part of the land. All that's ours. I mean, it's quite the undertaking. And you can see we have the main road that leads right to the villages. And here we go. Hold on. I'm going to show you some cow love here. There I am, like a fool, trying to be under a tree so I can see what I'm doing. All right, come on. Like I said, the secondary house. And then, let's see, I think I go a little further. Back in New England, it's a little different down here. We've been consulting, and we know exactly what we need to do. So, and these guys were offered to us, so we're going to take them, I'm pretty sure. There they are. See the little guys? So they have, yeah, there I am like a fool. Yeah. And we're going to add a few more because you have to have a certain amount for each piece of acreage. They're like looking like, what the hell? Hey guys. Yeah, so and we're going to have some citrus trees. Justin's thinking of raising some bees and things like that. So, I mean, there you have it. There's that old fool. Yeah. And I think, yeah, don't get too close to the power line, dummy. Whoa. Oh, it looks that way. I'm a pro at this. So just giving you another look. Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, it's God's country. I mean, what more can I say? And I think I cut it right here. Yes, I do. And there you have it. There you have it. So that's the undertaking. Moving 3 houses into 2. Just so much. I see that much land and start thinking about veggies. Oh yeah, we've already thought about some nice vegetable garden that we're going to do. We're going to take all the cow pies and mix them in with some really good dirt and build some really good mulch and stuff like that. Really have worked the farming aspect of it, and we'll film it and we're going to bring it to you here. Is that a dry pond? No. What that is well, yeah, more or less, because the rainy season, that'll fill up, and it's perfect for the cows, and then it dries out in the dry season. So, yeah, it captures a lot of water. So, really works for us, and is going to do a lot for us. The other thing is, hold on, I'm just trying to take care of a few things here. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay. So, that's what we're that's what we're doing. And it's an undertaking, and hopefully we can keep the channel going. We have to go down and pay for it next week after the appraisal. Here's the hard part. Yeah, we're gonna pay it out, and it's gonna strap us a lot, and it's gonna be tough, and I understand that. Um, but we're hoping to do whatever we can to soften the blow a little bit, and just get things. Will the drones have their own hangar? Probably. Um, I live in a duplex, but we still have a small garden in the back and hydro set up in the laundry area for kale and lettuce. Oh, that's very cool. Uh, we're bringing over the chickens. We have chickens already, so we're going to bring in more chickens to lay eggs and stuff. Um, and the cows are going to be for dairy cows because we know how to do that. So we'll be having our own milk, our own cheese, our own butter, and stuff like that. Um, so we'll show you all those processes here, and it's something that we're going to bring to the channel here, and I think you'll really enjoy. Another little aspect to what I want to do and share with you guys. So we hope that you guys will hit that like button and subscribe. Those of you that are new here and see exactly what we're trying to do. One last question: are you still with Miniature Market? As of March 1st or 4th, when Steven officially is gone, I think I'm going to not be doing anything with them anymore. Um, the reason I did for so long was how much I cared about Steven as a person. Um, and the sponsorship, you didn't really get anything coming into the channel. I just loved helping him. I believed in Miniature Market and stuff like that. They got a new CEO and they've got new people in it. And will I still buy from it? Absolutely. It's still the best deals in town until it changes or something, or goes away from its core value, which should stay there. Um, I'll continue to buy there. Would I get some things every once in a while? Yes, of course. But um, will I go with another sponsorship? I don't know. I'm not worried about that kind of stuff. All I care about is doing what I'm doing and enjoying it. Um, since I backed off on a lot of things, it's amazing how you never hear from. I think Josh said it the best. You know, businesses that I was doing things with, you don't hear from as much anymore, or they just forget about you. You're only as good as your last video, and that's the truth, and that's okay. But my passion for doing this stuff and um, bringing you positive videos and things like that is where I'm at and what I'm going to be doing, and that's where I'm at, honestly. Um, you know, I wish them well. Steve's been great to me. We still talk all the time and everything like that. Um, but I'm going to try to make new headers and stuff like that. Am I going to rename the channel? I started to do it that way, and I think I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Everybody knows me as Rob's Tabletop World, and I think I'm going to redo some of the art and some of the things and make it more appealing to everybody. And like I said, all we care is that you hit the like button and you enjoy everything, that you subscribe, and we'll just keep doing it and enjoying it and having a great time with it. And that's pretty much where I'm at. Now, I've got a long, hard road ahead of me, and I'm going to try to keep you involved. I'm moving some of the stuff over to my son's house, like I said, and we're going to try to do some live events during all this chaos and keep you updated, show you different things, give you different ideas of what we're trying to accomplish and do. But once we get this all done, and if we're able to get what we need and come back live strong, you're going. I don't know what's going on. Something's going on out there. what we're going to try to do is bring you the very, very, very best. And I promise you, with the dogs barking, that once we get this moved on, our internet up, the new studio, which we have so many great ideas, Justin involved, all these other things, I promise you, that the rest of the year, I've really got some exciting and wonderful things, and it's going to have a little bit of old school, but a new feel to it, and it'll never be professional, but it will be the best that we can bring you, and we hope you enjoy it. And there you go. My wife's yelling at the dog now. Yeah, see, it's never going to be professional, but we're always going to have, we're going to have a lot of fun, and it's going to be great. What the hell is going on here? Who knows? Nevertheless, I'm really looking forward to a new but old beginning. And I hope you'll join me. I hope you'll support the channel by just watching. We don't ask too much more of that. And we'll take it and have some fun. And you'll always be welcome. All we do is turn on our camera and welcome you to whatever we do. Now, tomorrow, I hope to be back playing something. And until then, it's your old pal Rob. Tomorrow's never guaranteed. Love one another. Be good and kind to one another. And as always, I love you all, and we shall see you soon.